Want to leave a toxic situation? Wanting to, that's a little bit easier. Knowing how and taking the steps to do so, that's a little trickier. Listen, many people stay in a relationship or bad situations way too long and therefore kind of succumb to secondary issues such as depression and alcoholism, apathy, and even obesity. And before you know it, toxic situations, they kind of get out of hand. So the best course of action is to get out. But how do you do it? Well, today we are going to talk about 5 things that you can do to leave a toxic situation and maintain your sanity along the way. All right, let's get into it. Here are 5 tips for leaving a toxic situation and maintaining your sanity along the way. 1, tell someone. We like to do things in secret because sometimes we're a little embarrassed, but this is not the case for this kind of situation. You need support. You need to tell someone. Telling someone that you need to leave a bad situation can free up some of the anxiety that comes from worry associated with the situation. This way you no longer suffer in silence, and it is a good way to make some change. It gives you also a little bit of an accountability partner and the support system. Now, when you're leaving a bad situation, like exiting a toxic career, telling someone really does make a difference. Again, it gives you a little bit of a support system and accountability partner to kind of help you along the way, talk some things out, process some things, and so you really want to tell someone. Next, number 2. Prepare yourself mentally. Prepare yourself mentally. People tend to stay in toxic situations, like I said, for way too long. And in doing so, the feelings that you have and behaviors that come with the toxicity start to feel normal and familiar. You've kind of taken on a new mindset. You've kind of taken on a new way of life. And so leaving actually feels harder than staying. Let's say that again. Leaving feels harder than staying, even though it's the best thing to do. So you need to prepare yourself mentally for the reality that leaving will be hard, but staying will be lethal for your spirit. I do want to touch on that a little bit because that is something I talk to people about a lot because it becomes very challenging. I want to leave, but it's so hard to leave. The reality is it's going to hurt to leave. And you have to prepare yourself in understanding and accepting that it is going to be tough. But it is detrimental if you stay. So which one is tougher? If you leave while it's tough, it gets better. If you stay, it's hard, but it gets harder. And that's something to think about. So prepare yourself mentally as you are preparing to leave to accept reality of what it's going to be. Don't think that as soon as you leave, the next day it's rainbows and sunshine, because that is not it. 3, get counseling, coaching, or mentoring, because you are definitely making a major move, a major change. And making a big change in your relationships can be very overwhelming. You need to work with an expert. You may need expertise and support of a trained professional. You cannot go at this alone. Again, remember, you have been subjected to some manipulation and some other factors that has taken a toll on you mentally, emotionally, and even physically. And therefore, coaching, counseling, and mentoring will actually be very beneficial to you. You want to consult someone or work together with someone who can give you sound advice to make a clean break. It's good to have friends, but friends are not your counselors, mentors, or coaches. So you can have your friends for support and you need your support system, but you still need expertise advice, okay? And number 4, don't fairy tale the situation. Don't fairy tale the situation. Leaving is often easier than being gone. Leaving is often easier than being gone. You can make up your mind and you're like, I'm out of here. Okay, you left. But once you're gone, that's when the work starts. Once a break happens, the impact can diminish. and you may start to forget how intense things were. And this can cause you to regret or rethink your position. Don't fairy tale the significance that a toxic situation has once you remove yourself from harm's way. Because if you fairy tale this, you will go back. And once you go back, it tends to be worse than it was than you left the first time. So don't fairy tale the situation. And then number 5, take a break. Take a break. You need time to recover. Remember, we talked about toxic situations and the impact it has, the toll it takes on you, and all the tactics that you have been subjected to. Recovering from toxic situations is vital. Do what you need to do for self-care and healing. For self-care and healing. Everything from counseling to taking a vacation to clear your head. Do whatever you need to do to refresh, to regroup, and recalibrate. You need to get back to who you were. It's tough. If not, you're going to continue to even victimize others around you, outbursts and all these things because of what's happening to you or what has happened to you that you have not dealt with. And therefore, if you don't take a break, then you actually become the toxic person. And that's why it's important to refresh, regroup, and recalibrate. Okay? Breaking free from toxic relationships and situations is not for the faint of heart. This is tough. And these tips are a solid way to kind of gear you up and help you to take action and make the changes that are needed to live a healthy life. Listen, you don't have to suffer, and you don't have to diminish yourself, and you don't have to stay when the right thing to do is to go. You deserve better. You owe it to yourself. But as you prepare yourself to leave a toxic situation or a relationship, ensure you do the work for healing and recovery. You need that. You need time to get back to you. You need time to reset. Again, if you would like some help, you can reach out to me. We can work together. Well, we can see if we can work together. You can set up a discovery call. You can go on the website at shawandarandolph.com and you can book a discovery call, or you can email me at hello@shawandarandolph.com. Again, set up the call. Let's have a conversation so I can get to know you. You can get to know me. You can ask questions about how I work. I can understand too a little bit about you and what's been going on. And then we can come to a mutual agreement to understand if we are the right fit to work together to help you on the road to recovery, to help you, again, recover from your unhealthy situation that you have been in and get back to you. Thank you for joining me today on this Tuesday Talk. My name is Shawanda, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye for now.